We're learning Vayakhel Pekudei Tovshin Samadalad 5764 from Ulilevi Omer, the Torah of the Bostoner Rebbe Zt. Vayakhel Moshe. The Rebbe begins that Rashi explains that it doesn't mean that he gathered them with his hands, but they came because of what he spoke. What does this mean to say? That if you want to gather people together, all the strength that there's in the world, you have to do so in a way that is a greater level than which is through speech. Through that you can come to gather people, not by action, by forcing them together. The idea is through speech that the other person should comprehend it. Now, making the Mishkan, it wasn't just for the purpose to build a building, but everyone should build himself as well. That means through building the Mishkan, which is the Beis Hashem, and through this action, it should be a dugma, a representative of what everyone should feel that he's building a Beis Hashem. Now, in order to build a Beis Hashem, you have to take all of your level of your characteristics that you have, which is thought, speech, and action. And just like we find by the Mishkan, it says that they thoughts, that's thought. That even though actually they had to do it ultimately, but you have to add a thought as well, so that you should be able to utilize the thought and cause it to occur, and then it becomes action. Now, at the beginning of the Parsha, it says, Eila advar ma shetzivah Hashem la'aseh. These are the things that HaKadosh Baruch Hu commanded to do them. And then it says Shabbos. We have to understand Shabbos, you don't do anything. You don't do anything. You refrain from work. So the Iker, Rebbe Zt says, is the speech. You learn Torah and you pray. And therefore, why did it say La'aseh Oisom? But you have to elevate them. So we make from them levels that are higher. That it will become, that those levels, that which is within you will become action. As we find that you have to use the thoughts, just like building the Beis Mishkan, how to do it, and from that it will cause you to go from thought to speech to action. And this is why it says Eila advar ma shetzivah Hashem la'aseh. These are the words. It starts off with speech and ends with doing. And this posuk would seem to be extra, but it's as we referred to before, that a person has to utilize, make sure that what he does happens. At times we say something, but we don't actually fulfill it. That's why it says Eila advorim, that it should become La'aseh Oisom. They should become actions in doing. Now the Rebbe Zt added, I heard another pirush on the posuk La'aseh Oisom. It says they should do it in the plural. You should do it. Why I say they? To tell you there are different levels in Shmir Shabbos. There are some people, just like we find by Shammai and Hill, the whole week was the Kavod Shabbos, from the first day till the last day. In a sense, that's why we say every day in the davening, Ayomim Rishon b'Shabbos, just to mention Shabbos, remember Shabbos every day of the week. And this way, the entire week is attached to Shabbos. And this is found, hinted at in what we say in Kol Mekadosh Shiri, that assists those who rest on the seventh day. That for him it's the seventh day because the whole week he's working for preparation for Shabbos. And the piyut of Kol Mekadosh goes on when you plow and when you harvest forever. That the rest of the days of the week of plowing and harvesting are also Shabbos. And that's a very high level. But there's another level, that all the days of the week is preparation and working in the service of Hashem. And in Avodos, rather, in his own personal work, and they're not in the level of Shabbos. It's only on the Erev Shabbos, right before Shabbos, when they go to Shul, they're tired, and they still push themselves to go to shul. So then you have poison by psiyoktano. You come to take those small steps. He's tired, so he's taking small steps from the whole week, and he only has enough strength to go to the shul with those small steps. Now, sometimes there are even people, if the best medrash is distant from them, he doesn't have the power, the strength left after the week to go to shul, but at least he keeps the 3 sudas of Shabbos. That the only thing that he has is the eating in the Kavod Shabbos. He knows that in Shabbos he has to have special food, and therefore there are different aspects of how to make Shabbos. One is a whole week for Shabbos. The second one is utilizing the Besmedish of Shabbos. The final one is using the physical aspects of Shabbos, but a person has to try to get to the highest level. And it says in the Pasuk, the work was sufficient. For all that was needed, it was extra. And this would technically, if it's not sufficient, it's not extra. How can it be both? Either it's sufficient or it's extra. But here, they're telling us, the Torah is telling us that the actual physical action was enough. Like we find when the heaven and earth were created, it was with name Shin, Dalet, and then Yud. That said, HaKadosh Baruch Hu said to the world, enough, this is it, this is enough. Dayom, enough. That there is enough in the creation of the physical world to see Hashem. However, when it comes to the spiritual things, which is lakoil, that's higher than the action. That's vahoisa. And something extra you can leave over. And it's not enough what there is. You can add to what you have and complete it. That's why it says in the Brias Shemayim Ve'oretz, Asher bo Elikim la'asos, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu created to do. What does it mean to do? He created, Hashem Yisborach created the world, and we have to complete it with doing. That the spiritual aspect of adding to the creation, that whatever we do, even physically, should become a spiritual vehicle to lead us to elevate ourselves, to be able to appreciate Torah, mitzvahs, Shabbos, to the Gula Shleim, Omer.